What's going on, everyone? My name is Jeff, and Aphria stock is trading up around 1% today. So something I've noticed about these marijuana stocks, guys, they tend to outperform the market in short bursts, and then they tend to decline and lag the market quite a bit. Like I said, over the past couple of days, we've really seen the markets booming, and most of these stocks have either been taking losses or just trading up very fractionally, okay? Not seeing a whole lot of movement out of the marijuana industry. And guys, a lot of that too is short sellers coming in, trying to push the stock prices back down. The fact that most all of these companies are fundamentally overvalued. Now, I do feel like Aphria is probably the best company from a fundamental standpoint. And if you are a fundamental investor, Aphria would probably be the best MJ stock you could get in. So what I want to do in this video, guys, is a little bit of price forecasting. Go down to the comment section and tell me, where do you think Aphria will be trading at in 1 year? I'm looking forward to some of these comments. And of course, as always, I will go down and post my 1 year price prediction in the comment section, and it will be pinned as always. Back on the 2nd of November, that's when Aphria enlisted on the New York Stock Exchange, and it initially traded up from $12 pretty much straight up to $13. Guys, and it has been nothing but downhill since, and has not recovered anywhere near that stock price since. Of course, tanking down with the markets, dropping down into the low $4 range. And then over the past 3 months, Aphria has traded up 75%. So that really puts Aphria in a unique category. Interestingly enough, I have an oil ETN that I held, guys, and in my Robinhood account, I'm actually up 141% on right now. And I also know Kronos Group, guys, they're up around 80 to 90% over the past 3 months, but a 75% return, that is outstanding. And I do think this trend will continue. I've just noticed you can't really base the movement of these marijuana stocks on the movement of the S&P, the Dow, or the Nasdaq. It seems like they kind of trade in a world of their own, and sometimes the entire market is green and these stocks are all red. Then you turn around and the market is declining and these stocks are growing, okay? And so this is kind of important. Aphria is expected to have their earnings date on the 15th of April. And so that is just 12 days from today. And the consensus EPS forecast for the quarter is a -4 cents. And of course, as always, I will be plugged in and watching this earnings report. Now, the last time Aphria reported earnings was on the 11th of January, so it is kind of offbeat from some of the other marijuana companies. And the times at which they report earnings, guys, are kind of scattered. You know, Tilray and Cron, they just reported earnings over the last 2 weeks. And of course, analysts were not impressed with Tilray's numbers. And Cron also got quite a few downgrades after they feel their revenue numbers underwhelmed a little bit. But getting back to Aphria, the revenue of $21.67 million, guys, that was a 154% year-over-year increase. And I really look for that number to be increased on this next earnings report. Something I will mention, these stocks don't seem to react to earnings reports like a normal stock does, okay? But I do think it is important not necessarily to observe the EPS, but the revenue numbers and the year-over-year growth I find are very important at these levels, just to make. And as mentioned before, guys, Aphria's profitability is outstanding, 146% profit margin. And another thing that really catches my eye is the 7% return on equity, okay? So from a fundamental standpoint, Aphria has really got their act together when you compare them to the other companies in the industry. And like we just mentioned on the earnings report, 154% quarterly revenue growth, and their quarterly earnings growth is 748%. So this company is definitely growing, and I am anticipating a big quarter out of Aphria. And news of this also hit earlier in the week, guys, back on the 1st of April, that Aphria launches its first CBD product in Germany. Well, they came out and said that its subsidiary launched its first CBD-based nutraceutical product on the German market. And this product is part of the Can Relief brand and uses hemp-derived CBD, and it's produced in the European Union. And of course, this Can Relief product is distributed by Aphria's subsidiary CC Pharma. That is a company they acquired earlier this year, and that has access to more than 13,000 different pharmacies in Germany. And the last time we did see a good jolt from Aphria stock was back about a month after that earnings report here in early February, okay? Now again, the traditional markets have traded up much higher since then, and as a matter of fact, we are close to making all-time highs on the indexes once again, and it looks like we are poised to take out those highs from last September. So Aphria did trade up to around $10.84, and like I said guys, has actually pulled back quite a bit and is struggling to get its way back over that $10 mark. And again, keep in mind, this is a $2.5 billion company, and they still have a very small market cap in comparison to most of the companies in this sector. Of course, where they're not a marijuana producer, but they are on the distribution side, okay? So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video. I will go down to the comments and tell you where I think Aphria will be trading at in 1 year. Please drop a like on this video, guys, if you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching.